Alright folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Bjorn Valley and welcome to another episode of Star Technology, where I am busy with the most important task, filling in the brick walls. I was thinking, if I swap this whole thing out for just white concrete, it would be even more like Severance. But gosh, I don't know if we're ready for this episode. Today we have to do chemical plants. I'm not sure if we're ready. So let's at least, I think we can at least get this going. And then I might have to leave it for a little bit because I made a mistake. I had to go to work all day. And I forgot to set the, when you make the crystal processors, it's got to smush the thing to make the crystal processor components. And I forgot to turn the input hatch exactly right, so it wasn't doing that. Oh, actually, I need a data orb, don't I? I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. I've never actually got through the whole thing before. I've gotten pretty far in, but never the whole thing. So every time I grab a data orb, I'm like, hey. That's what I'm like. Exactly that noise. Okay, so we have so much coolant that I think it's okay if I just put this in here and leave it. Those sound like famous last words, but it should be okay to go. So the thing is, we can make the chemical plant. ZPM machine hulls, ZPM electric motors. No big deal. I mean, we don't have a ton, but we have enough. We have a few UV chips. Nakoda alloy rotor, not a huge deal. Large niobium, titanium fluid pipe. No, that's a big deal. The quadria we have. Soldering alloy we have. Okay, great. But to make this, we need... I thought those were going to be PTFE casings. No, of course not. They're PEEK casings. What's PEEK, you ask? Polyether ether ketone. What's polyether ether ketone? It's, stuff. We need it for everything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we can do that. That's no big deal. I think at some point we need this, yeah, to make all sorts of random stuff like a wetware-based runic neural. No, that's not. Let's see what I was looking at. But I do like to look and see what things are. Okay, how do we make polyether ether ketone with a chemical plant? So we need it to get it. Okay, well, we can make it here, but this is kind of another one of those little beastie recipes. It makes a lot. It makes 2448, which is 1224, which doesn't sound like a normal amount to me. So I don't know what that is. But I was thinking, let's make like a stack of this. So we'll get 7 stacks of disodium salt of hydroquinone. And to get that, we need hydroquinone and soda ash dust. Okay, soda ash dust, that one's easy. Let's grab some calcite and some salt, throw it in there, and we'll take whatever we get as the output. So, soda ash, we need 3 stacks of this, and this will get us 6 stacks. So that's fine. Let's go get 5 stacks of calcite and 4 stacks of salt. Surely I have that, right? I've never done anything with these nuclear power plants. I probably should, but just haven't gotten there. I do have other things to show that we'll look at. Oh, no. Okay. Do we want to let this run? I mean... Maybe we'll stop it for just a moment. Another thing that apparently happened is I disconnected my osmiridium processing. So osmiridium is down, which means none of these components are getting made, which is kind of okay. I mean, we've got enough, I guess. Sure. Anyhow, the osmiridium process is really slow. I should upgrade the thing. We were going to grab calcite. Okay, so calcite is easy enough, I think. I gotta run down here and find which one of the... Oh, hey, look. Okay, if I run this through the macerator... Okay, so we need... Was it... I should probably mark these. Okay, so we're going to make this guy. And so we're going to make this guy. And then we're going to make these in the blast furnace. So that's 5 salt, 4 salt, 5. Okay. I know I can push buttons. It takes 2 stacks out sometimes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. And then over here, we should have salt. Cool. And where did I come up? It's right here. I remember it's right in the corner, but that was as much as I could remember. Oh, that's 2 ticks each. It makes stone dust too. That's not as exciting, but it's there. Almost done. Done. Okay. So if I grab this and put... Actually, it doesn't matter, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's done already. Cool. Okay. So to make this guy, we needed 3 stacks of the soda ash dust and 7 stacks of hydroquinone. Luckily, this makes 7. So if we do 32 benzene, 32 propene, and 32 oxygen, we'll get what we need. That's kind of a pain to do, so instead we'll do 64, which actually means I need a few more. I think we can do this. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I have another upgrade. Okay, so I did throw on ultimate energy cores, not because we need them, but because it seemed like fun. Our power seems to be okay. I haven't actually put out that many solar panel whatevers, 6s, I think. But this seems to be okay, and I did that so that we could make at least a couple of these. So I've already got the achievement for it. Why are you... Oh. Well, let's drop a box down. And then hit that there. I'm not going to do this whole thing. Basically, this is slowly getting expanded as we get this stuff. But so we've got this made. All we need to do is put the UV chips in there. I forgot that it required UV chips. I was thinking ZPM. So I set up the whole thing, and then I realized, oops, oh well. But we've got everything else is fine. We've got some UV chips. We could automate them basically at any point, but I'm kind of hoping we can wait until we get to wetware. And that should kind of cut down a lot of the... It's mostly time at this point. So solar panel 7s, again, require UV things. Darmstadtium is the thing that we're waiting on, though. And so I was going to set it all up and make it go, but then I realized, oof, gross. Darmstadtium, of course, is not hard. We just have to fluid solidify it out of a fusion reactor 2, which means we need 2 fusion... Oh, wait, no. We just get this. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is not a huge deal, but we do need to make the Mark II, and that means putting a Mark... Oh, we need another one of these. Okay. And then this stuff is not crazy, but it does require a little bit of effort. So we're not quite ready for that. Maybe we are. I don't know. Right. So other than that, I did. What are you? Oh, you're making Lapotron crystals. I still need to make those energy clusters. We just aren't. I haven't gotten around to it yet. We have trinium coal blocks. Those are all automated. That took a little bit of time and effort. And then, like I said, I forgot to set the parts. So I was completely out of crystal processors. And then because I'd set up the solar panel things, it had eaten all of my supercomputers here. Which meant that, it's eating all my supercomputers. And that ate all of the crystal processors. And the whole thing was empty. And I was out of luck. So I had to do a bunch of microcrafting. And I'm glad you weren't around for that, because it was a little embarrassing. But all of that, a lot of little minor crafting done, and we have the... This is as good as these guys go. This guy makes 4 per craft, which is pretty freaking cool. And because I've got it in the ZPM machine, it's doing it in like 5 seconds. Like, not like 5 seconds, actually 5 seconds. And then... Oh, that's the crystal. I also did the quantum processors. This one was a lot easier. Especially since I didn't bother making the platinum wire mill. It seemed silly at the time, but now I might go back and add that. I'm trying to think, there's one other thing we needed circuit assembler for. That's 1, 2, and 3. This is a regular assembler. There's one other circuit assembler I put down, because I put down 4, and I can't remember what it was. Huh. Weird. It's somewhere. I'm sure I'll find it and then be like, oh yeah, it was this thing here. But so that took way longer than it should have, but it's fine. And then what I wanted to do was actually run over here and snag 2 ZPM energy hatches. And so the reason why we're making the chemical plant is, first and foremost, we need to get polybenzimidazole. We are almost out of that. We have 196 buckets here, and it's not that it takes much, it's just that, you know, when I'm running these guys constantly to make the crystal chips and whatnot, it's eating it. And I guess we've still got 348, so we've still got a half of a million buckets, but it doesn't seem like a lot, and we could very quickly go down. So I'm gonna run over here, and we're gonna break these 2 blocks. Doesn't form? No, because we've got these guys here. That's fine. And then if I replace that with these guys, this is going to be a loud noise. Now, I hate that. It upsets me every time. But we should be able to run Dragon Steel Wire. I love that name. It just sounds so cool and fantasy-ish. And if oh man, I hope it doesn't explode. Okay. It has been throwing me off every time. Anyhow, point is now this is running at UV, which means that when we put these guys in there, we'll be fine. Okay. I was running over here to grab... What was that other thing I made? It's another circuit assembler. Oh! No, that's a LUV laser assembler. No, I needed 5. No, I did make a 4th. I don't remember. I made another you know what? Let's just do 32. It's fine. So we needed benzene, oxygen, and I don't remember what the other one was. We'll look it up in a second. Propane or something. Benzene is over here. And oxygen, what was it now? It was propane. Propane's got to be in here too somewhere. I'm shocked at how slowly this is filling. I feel like it should go faster, but in fact, why isn't it going? Input hatch is filled with that stuff, so why aren't you running? Maintenance hatch is an auto maintenance hatch. One of these must just be full. Naphtha. Oh, well, we can fix that easily. Let's grab you. Put it there. And we will put a quantum tank 5 down. And set you... Which way are they going? Over that way. Well... We're going to do this for now, and then turn you off, and then you can just dump right back in there. And then go away. All right, cool. So this guy's running, and mostly I need this for the benzene. And then the last one was oxygen, which was back here. Yep, okay, cool. Okay, so we should just be able to put all of these into the chemical reactor, and I'm just now realizing, I bet you we don't have enough input hatches. So that's fine too. We will just grab one more. I love how the general purpose chemical reactor just always turns into like a Franken monster of a thing. Okay, you and you and you. Bro, seriously. Ugh. Okay. Who's this guy? How do I keep it from making... I bet you I have to do this. Let's, no. How do I force it to make this then? We could do this. Here, let's do this. Let's break you. Actually, let's break you too. And then we'll put this one back and this one. And then we're going to set you to acetone. And then hopefully that works. So we need more oxygen and more... What is that? Benzene? Gosh, that's frustrating. Kind of not wanting to have this just sit around. So let's grab that. We'll grab 16 of that. And then... How do I get to the benzene? It's up here. And then over here. Cool. All right. That was frustrating. So if nothing else, I think we can at least get the peak casings today. And if we can get enough of those, then hopefully things will go well. Okay, you're making acetone, and you guys are making that. Cool. Okay. I think that's all we're waiting on is for that to cruise along. So we've got the hydroquinone, and then we need to grab the soda ash. I can put these guys back. And 1 soda ash, 2 soda ash, 3 soda ash. So I should be able to put those in there. And then this should make exactly the right amount. Oh my goodness, it's still a 2. Are you eating? It's not getting enough power. Why not? Oh, that's nerve-making. Yeah, so it jumped from like 4 million output to like 6 million. Okay. Huh. Well, I'm glad I didn't leave it. Anyhow, it should make 64 recipes of this. And then we'll take... Biphenyl dust. Ugh. We needed that for something earlier, and so, yeah. All right, we'll take all of this stuff and put it in here when it's done. What else do we need to do while we're waiting? We may as well make a few more... Let's see, we need the peak casings. These guys. So we're going to need some more robust tungsten steel machine casings. So I say we go make several of those. There's a few other things we could be making while we're doing this. We should probably also check and make sure nothing blew up over on the other end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll work. I wonder how much of, like, what's the percentage of Minecraft videos that involve counting? It's got to be like a non-0%, right? And 1, 2, 6, done. Okay, are you done yet? Ugh, it always seems like it takes forever. When I'm watching a show, I can just sit and watch the show, but, you know, while I'm actually recording and talking it through, you probably don't want to hear Dragon Ball Z in the background. guys. Nope, 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 no. Oh, no. Did it. I forgot. That's not it anymore. We're using enriched naquita to move exactly 1 ingot worth of liquid tungsten steel. And grab that out. That is not the first time I've done that. Should probably mark it better. It's this guy right here. Just put you right there. That's fine. And then these guys. All right, you do your thing, and over here we are done. So if I grab all of these, please be like a fast recipe. Oh, good. We got a quest complete. All right, it is not running because this is set to acetone, and I don't want the acetone. So we'll just break it and put it back. All right, we get the carbon acid. I'm actually going to save the carbon acid. Give me a second. All right. There's really loud planes that go by. You mean, or that. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so I can grab you in here, and I guess we'll just put it down right there for now. It doesn't matter. And we've got 7 disodium salt of hydroquinone. Okay, so then to make the peak, we need 12 of this 4,4 difluorobenzene. So let's get rid of those. And this makes it's almost like it was fated. So we're going to make that, which means we need some fluorobenzene. That's not something we've made before. So we need 32 fluorobenzene, and we need 32 for... Okay, so this... No. Yeah, that's fine. That and that. So to make this is 32 benzene and 64 fluorine. Okay, well, we have the... we have quests for things. Yeah, so we can make this happen. It'll be 2 stacks of fluorine. No, two drums of fluorine. I hope I have fluorine in here. Oh, good. And then benzene again. Very... I appreciate that. Basically, you can make benzene. You can make all of the things. But if you haven't done... if you haven't done... Okay, why are you not running? Egg nabbit? What causes that? Give me a second. Yeah, just randomly it decides that up here it's gonna like flicker, and it seems like that's what happens when it goes crazy. And then once that happens, my EMI disappears. If this happens, I found that if you turn EMI off and then turn it back on, that seems to have... Oh, no. Huh. Well, how do I know how to make fluorobenzene then? Let's try that one more time. Done. I want a button that oh, how much EMI should use to show controls? What are my options? Verbose. Well, I might change that later and see what it does. Done. Okay. Last time that worked. Okay, I'll be back. Okay. In this case, it was... Yeah, in this case, it was... Okay, why are you not running then? LUV. Because I need the 2 output hatches again. Okay. I guess I must have pushed shift while it was stalled. And so it decided to be permanently on shift. I don't know. Can't always figure out what it's thinking when it's doing stuff. Alright, so we're going to get 2 stacks of fluorobenzene when we do this? No, we got 1. Okay, cool. Okay, and then I guess I'll pull out the hydrofluoric acid in case we need it. And then next one is benzoyl chloride, right? Because we're making this guy, so we need 32 stacks of fluorobenzene and 4 fluorobenzoyl chloride. Okay, cool. So that's going to need, we need 32 stacks, so we need 32 stacks of fluorobenzene and another 32 stacks of, or buckets of fluorine gas. Okay, that's fine. To get the benzoyl chloride, it's it's one of those. All right, so we need 32 stacks of that, so we need 32 stacks of benzoyl trichloride. And to get that, we need... Not going to be fun. That's fine. So it's a ton of chlorine and some toluene. Okay. I think we can make that happen. Let's grab... I could do this differently, but I'm going to go ahead and... Can't ever find out how to get back here anymore. Just going to grab some more of these bronze drums, because I've been finding myself wanting 32 buckets frequently. Toluene is over in large chemical reactors still. Should be right in here. What are you making? Ammonia. This guy's making nitration mixture and gel toluene. Oh, wait a second. How do we make the gel toluene? It's in a chemical reactor. Yeah. So one of these should have... Oh, did I do it back here? I must have done it back here. Yeah, gel toluene. Okay, cool. Then... Here, we'll just do it like this. Fine enough. And then we need 3 chlorine. I'm sure there's another easy way to do this, but this was pretty easy. So I'm not going to complain. Actually, I'm not going to complain at all. It was pretty easy. And then I've got chlorine. It's going to be over here. Let's see. One of these is not like the others. This got chlorine. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. And eventually we'll get hydrogen out of this. That's fine. Okay. So basically we're going to be microcrafting like all of this. And it's not exactly the most fun ever, but it's also just not that big a deal, if I'm honest. Okay, so we'll put chlorine in one and then toluene in the other. And it's fairly fast. So as soon as this is done, we will put chlorine back in. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, I had a stack of bronze drums somewhere. Okay. I had that thought before, it looks like. All right, and then this is the part that I don't like, is that then we end up with so many like half full barrels of stuff as I try to decide whether we want to save it, and I can't decide in the heat of the moment. Ah, life is so hard. Okay, we got the fluorobenzene, and we mixed the fluorobenzene. No, we got the. We're trying to make this guy. So it's toluene makes the benzoyl trichloride. Yeah, that's there. So I can do that, and then the benzoyl trichloride mixes with water. And it'll make hydrochloric acid. That's fine. Let's put that in there. And then... Do I have an easy source of water somewhere? Actually, kind of don't. All right, we're just gonna cheese it a little bit then. Here, we'll do it like this. You with you. Done. And you wanted this water. Okay, that's also fast. Good. But we are getting hydrochloric acid, which means we need another stainless steel. And this should finish at 64. Done. Okay. So the benzoyl is in here. And to make this guy, we mix... Wow, we still need benzoyl chloride. No, we've got benzoyl chloride. So is that what we needed for... No, not you. Benzoyl and... Oh, we do still need fluorine. Okay, well, let's put you in there and then go grab that fluorine. I know I've mentioned this before, but on my first day of work at my new job, I started last year, but we were doing new employee orientation, and I met a chemist, and I was like, "Oh, I know all about chemistry. What's your specialization?" And she was like, "Oh, I specialize in fluorine." And I didn't even know that like, if you're in chemistry, I mean, I'm sure there's other ways, but basically she was like a theoretical chemist. And so she specializes in just fluorine, everything to do with fluorine. And she was like, there's really only 3 things we do with fluorine. I don't remember what they were, but one of them was like a gas that can kill you in 2 seconds. And then she got like super excited. She's like, oh, it kills you so fast. And I was like, is that your competition? Do you all compete to see whose chemical kills you fastest? And she's like, oh, absolutely we do. And I was like, okay, cool. Good to know. Let's see, you're going to go in there for now. And we'll do that. So I always thought that was fun. And so I need to get in touch with her again and see. So how are things going? Is your fluorobenzene. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, it's going at 500s. Good. Okay, we got that. And then I have 2 things of hydrogen. So let's go ahead and, I don't know, we'll just start another stack in here. Because you know what every clean room needs is a stack of random chemicals. Yep. Hydrochloric acid, yeah, that goes in there. We got hydrochloric acid in our clean room. And we got hydrofluoric acid too. Awesome. All right, but we... Oh, okay, it's making that. Okay, and then it stopped because we were out of space. And then this should be done. Yes. Okay. So then we're going to grab all of this and 1, 2. What do I have in there? This is going to be a bit of a sticky wicket, if you will. And then we're getting sodium fluoride as the output, which not great, but it's fine. We'll just start putting... Okay, why are you not running? Oh, because these are both full. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put this in. I don't think I've got 2 titanium drums, but stainless steel should be fine. Okay. You're doing your thing. And as long as I just keep tossing stuff up there, should be good. Do I have anything else in here? No, it's all sodium fluoride. All right, so this turned out not to be that big a deal. We've got the polyether ether ketone. This turned out not... Oh, wait. Why are you at 124? Huh. Because it randomly decided that this one... All right, you're hydrochloric acid, and I can put you in that one. Cool. And everything else is empty. Turned out not to be that big a deal. Okay. I was very much like, I do not want to do this. I don't want to make this crazy chemical that made 156 buckets. I don't have any more. We've got sodium fluoride. What do we do with sodium fluoride? I don't even know. I don't even know where to put it. We're going to put it over here in the ZPM chest. In fact, I probably need to grab some more out of here, don't I? Yeah. But we got 2 stacks of it. I looked at the recipe, and the only thing you do with it is smush it together. Okay. So, if I'm going to make peak casing, it has to be LUV, and this is most definitely not LUV. So we'll go ahead and steal this one, even though this is the clean room one. It just is. But we don't need any of this anymore. Oh wait, I did need that. Hold on. Let's let me, because this is one of the first things we're gonna have to make, right? And this one's it's so much easier to do it in the chemical reactor. I don't even know that we're gonna set up an independent use chemical reactor. Sorry, chemical plant. Yeah. Okay, so let's put like both stacks of this in there and let it go to town. I bet you it needs nothing. Doesn't need anything. It's happy, perfect the way it is. It's going to take 15 seconds each. Good golly. Okay, but you're done, and PCB coolant, that was actually a substantial amount. All right. This is actually going pretty quickly. Well, I was worried it was going to be a lot more. So let's make one of these just to see how it goes. We need to grab a few things, though. And luckily, I have them all relatively close. Let's see, we needed... This is the one that I want in here now, so we can get rid of that. I'm going to keep this. We need the ZPM machine hull, 4 motors. So we need 4 Naquita alloy and 12 niobium titanium. Oh, that's small. That would have been nice if it was the correct one, but it was not. I don't think we have Naquita alloy back here. I do know where we got some, if we have any left. This guy only made... Oh, no. So the limiting factor on this one, it's not that we don't have... You know, I've got a ton of ZPM machine casings. It's the... this. So... it's the... I said this. It's the polybenzimidazole. And I could put more in there, but I can't imagine we're going to need to make 50-odd cases before we can make a chemical reactor. Or chemical... I keep saying reactor. It's a chemical plant. So we need to large... Please. That's large. Okay. You can go in here. Get those. And we only need 1, right? Yeah. So... I lost my rotor. I don't know where it went, but I apparently put it somewhere, and it didn't like that, so it was just gone. It was just gone one day, and I was like, oh, well, that's not cool, but it's fine. Let me go ahead and put this away, just in case we need a ton of inventory space. It's probably a little too late for that, and just so that, again, later, I'm like, why did I put this in here? You can have that, and then this can go away. Cool. So... we have the rest of the stuff made. 4 UV chips, a ZPM machine hull, and 4 ZPM motors. I have 4 chips there. Well, it's the... all the way down at the bottom. To get the motors. And... what's interesting is, now all of a sudden, it's not the europium that's got us backed up. We're actually backed up on some of the liquid, too. It's the osmiridium is what's got us backed up. And I think it's the rounds. Let's see, one of these is not... yeah, for some reason, the rounds is what's slowing us down. I find that weird. I mean, it's because it's the furthest west, and I think it goes east to west when it's filling out the filling out the where the ender chests go. It checks the output in that direction. We needed a machine hull, and I was over here and I didn't grab it, which I find a little silly, but we'll be okay. Okay, so in this guy, we should have room to put yet another data orb. I can pull most of these out. Like this ZPM emitter, we'll make a specialized assembly hatch for that, or assembly line for that. UV, these we're not going to make for very long. I'm hoping we get to wetware before that, but you know, it could not be. But we're definitely not going to automate this because wetware is better, faster, easier, stronger, something. Object holder, I think we only need one of those. I think we will need more HPCAs, but we only need one research station, I believe. I think we need more data banks, and then we'll need to make one more fusion reactor computer Mark 1. Unless we decide that actually, if we look at this, 479. Okay, so actually, if we just made some fusion coil, oh, gross. Well, not too bad. IV field generators, yeah. So we'll pull the superconducting coil blocks out. We'll throw it all in here, and we could just make 4 of these, and then we could just automatically turn that into a Mark II. The only thing is that we have to replace all the energy hatches with ZPM energy hatches, and I'm not sure what that power is going to look like yet. Okay, chemical plant, machine hull, motors, rotor. Machine hull, motors, rotor. Uh-oh. Why aren't you going in there? For some reason, I put just a ton of those in there. And then... Huh. Alright, and then you're not running because... Oh, we need Nequadria. So let's go get two Nequadria. Please. It's actually up here. It's right here. This is the first Nequadria we will have used. 1, 2. Oh, it's sparkly. That's distracting. I think we can just put it in here. I think we can just put it in here. Oh, good, and it does run. 7 seconds, that's no big deal. I mean, if we're only doing 2. We'll have to make a bunch of these, and that'll be a little bit frustrating. What else do we use liquid Nequadria for? Epic, absolute parallel. Oh, so, nope, UHV sensors. Okay. We do need to make the next parallel hatch. So we've made the elite one. We should probably make one of these master ones. They just require chips. In fact, we have all of that. That's going to be... I'll make like a stack of those. And then this one is not too big once we get the ZPM emitters done. Oh, that's the thing, is that they all require quantum stars. In fact, these require 2 each. So that is going to be a kind of a thing. We can use this. I think this should hold it. No. Because you are at 9,000 and you only hold 8,000. What do we use to carry that? Cell. Neutronium's the only one that goes up. This would hold it, but we can't. And then drums. Enriched Naquita is 8,000 to 100,000. This is 9,000. I hate resorting to this, but done. And then we will have to find one of these that's empty. Oh, that'll do. Done. Okay, you've got Nequadria. You've got soldering alloy. What else could you possibly want in life? 14124. UV. Didn't think of that. Okay, that's easy enough. It shouldn't harm anything. Yeah, let's go do that real quick. And grab a ZPM chip and a ZPM hull. I would like to have all these just crafted on demand, but by the time I feel like I've got enough resources to do it, we've already moved on to the next tier. So I just haven't bothered. Okay. And then you can go back. Oh, I don't know how you're supposed to move it without that. The only thing I come up with is that you would put in some... I don't know. I guess we could use... I don't know how you would move it. If you happen to know, that'd be great. You could use a bucket. Everything can go in a bucket, but it seems like it would be a problem. We do need CPM energy hatches. Okay, we do have 2. Good. And then I can jump to do this, but third pulling is just that much easier. And I keep forgetting, but we can... Okay, and then Dragon Steel. Let's go ahead and connect it like this so it doesn't try to start and then not be able to. Okay, 60 seconds. And in that time, let's go ahead and make the rest of the stuff that we need. So we have 2 stacks of peak casing. So we've got enough to make 2 of these machines. Molybdenum disilicide coil blocks. Let's go ahead and grab 16 of those. I think I've got them in here. MV multi molybdenum disilicide. Okay. I made this way back when. I made like a stack of them, and we've only been using like 1s and 2s of them. No, we haven't made that. Yeah, we use them in the large brewing vat, but you'll notice it only takes... Oh, it takes 8. Chemical plant. We haven't made that. We made this guy, and it only takes 1? Oh, 5. Bacteria breeding vat, that's coming up soon. And the bacterial hydrocarbon. This guy breeds them, and basically as soon as we get... I don't know how we get the first ones. Yeah, I don't know how we get the first ones, but once... In fact, can we look in here? Yeah, so there's 13. There's 6 of these guys. So one of these has got to be the initial start. Yeah. Okay, dormant bacterial colony. Oh, cool. We don't even need a clean room, it looks like. Oh, but we do need runic engraved plating, which is a whole thing. So that's far off. Not far off, but, you know, a little bit off. Let me put away some of this stuff. You can go away and necrodollar frame. I actually wanted one of those earlier, and I didn't know where I was. I knew I had some, but, oh well, whatever. We need tungsten frames. Do I have those? I have tungsten steel, but not tungsten. Okay. So let's go... Yeah, there's the magnesium disilicide, or diboride, whatever. No, that's diboride. That's for the, what's it? Okay, tungsten. Go ahead and make a stack of this. How much do we need? So yeah, 16. So a stack will be plenty. Stream engine intakes. This is going to take us a minute. We need some more robust tungsten steel casings. Do I have them in here? We only need 9. And then we'll need 36. Let's just grab 2 stacks. We go through so much of this stuff. I finally just gave up and let it fill that up. Our tungsten production line is at least keeping up with that. But maybe not if we're having to use tungsten for everything at this level. Are you done yet? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. I'm in here this time. On a 4. And then it was... Not that. Engine intakes. Okay. Oh, we need 18. I don't know if I've grabbed enough. We have rotors? Yeah? Okay. So... That'll do for that. And then we need 4 pipes each. And we can put it in the assembler. It's the exact same recipe, though. So normal tungsten steel pipes take 3. Oh, this makes 2. I did only need... Let's pull those all out then. So we only need 36 pipes? No, we only need 5 recipes of that. So 20 pipes. So... Normal pipe is that one. I made too many tungsten steel rotors. Okay, what else do we need? Tungsten frames, PTFE pipe casings, and heat vents. I don't think I've got 12 heat vents. Those are a bit... we do have 16 PTFE pipe casings. And we only have 4 heat vents. These are not cool to make. Yeah, I don't like making them. But we had titanium rotors in here, a lot of them a while ago, but apparently no more. Okay, so you, and you. That was super fast. Okay, got that, and let's go grab some of the other stuff that we need. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in there. And these can go back in there. And heat vents. How many of these do we need? 12. So let's make whatever a stack of titanium gets us. That way I'll have to actually math. Oh. I keep doing that every time I want titanium. I come down here and I go, why is it hot titanium? What am I doing with my life? Oh, the thing's so confusing. Okay, so we'll grab that and set that up to run. Those were titanium rotors, so back to the other direction. And then, let me put this away before I forget. We're going to take that long, lonely... Oh, it's right here. Nice. I'm just going to grab 2 stacks. That should be plenty. And it was double plates. We're going to make 12 of these. We need 24 in there, so we need 48. Okay, and then 12 long rods. And because I'm just feeling flagrant, we're going to put 16 in there. Because I totally forgot we need to run down here and find tantalum carbide. It's right here. I don't care. We have so much tantalum. We have so much of everything. Thinking is hard. Doing is easy. And you, and you, and that's good enough for that. Grab that guy there. Oh, we might not actually have enough. Huh. I thought we were going to make 24 of these. What were we missing? Oh! I still don't even have enough titanium. Crazy. I actually don't mind going in the opposite side now because it's so fast. It's fun to just shoop, shoop, shoop. That's the noise that's going on in my head as I do this. Then let's go ahead and hit this. This was pretty fast. The slowest part of it is swapping out the plates. And Okay. And then the rest of this can all go back to where it came from. Plates in here. And all of this stuff will go somewhere sooner or later, I suppose. Okay, we've got all of those. What else? Tungsten frames. Okay, we got to grab the tungsten frames. And the peak casings. Those are all in here, right? We only have this. We're only making one, but I'm going to make a second one off camera. So the second one I think is going to be to make the peak. The first one will be polybenzimidazole, and the second one will be peak. And then I think polytetrafluoroethylene. Well, just tetrafluoroethylene. And then I'll make a couple to make sodium persulfate at needed. Oh, you're still running. That's crazy. Sorry, every time I say something like that, I'm like, that's what Star Magic says. That's crazy. All right, this goes 2 up, and let's go figure. Oh, I got some quest rewards. Let's go check and see where those are. We've got all of these guys. CPM energy hatches. They want us to make the 4 amp and the 16 amp. I really don't want to do that. I can't even imagine how much power that's going to draw. But chemical plant is done. We can make the ultimate parallel control hatch. It's going to take a little bit, but we can do that. I think we're going to try to see if we can't make the ore miner run at like max speed, 64x, all of that. It's going to take so much power, though. I don't know. We'll see. Where are we going to put this? Right now, this is polytetrafluoroethylene. So it should just make it, right? So let's put it over here. In fact, let's put it over here in the corner. Just see what happens. Let's put it right here, starting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And chemical plant goes on top. And then use, nope, not that guy, the other one. Oh, I'm not selecting anything. It's just if you hold shift, it tells you what the machine mode possibilities are. We don't, oh, I do have energy hatches on me. I don't want that. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. It's 6 tall. What's up here? Nothing. I kind of want to put this up here now. I love when I look into the holes like that and I'm like, oh, that would have been terrible if, okay. And I should be able to, nope, I can't, but I could jump. Maybe I could jump. Okay, so it made everything it wanted to make. I don't know that it matters if those are blocked. Structure's incomplete because we haven't put anything on it, but also we need 1 more tungsten frame. Anything else? Oh, 2 more tungsten frames. Oh, wait, hold on. Those aren't tungsten frames. Those are casings. Okay, so now it's going to want power. And if we're going to make polybenzimidazole in there, I think this is the easiest one. No, it's not. Maybe it is. Hold on. Oxygen, ammonia, carbon monoxide, phenol, and benzene. Or carbon dioxide, benzene, ammonia, and oxygen. They both make the same results, and the only difference is they both want ammonia. They both want oxygen. One wants carbon dioxide, one wants carbon monoxide, and the other one wants 3 benzene versus 2 benzene. Now, phenol, we do get phenol, so maybe the 5 would be better. So where can we put the hatches on this? Any of these? Any of these? Okay. All right. We're not gonna. Well, we could do those. So what if we did? Three and two. And it runs at CPM. And this is Ivy. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put, hey, you know what? Let's just put two power taps on there. Okay, so we want, and then here's where we're going to put the, oh, does it need a, it does need a maintenance hatch. So maintenance hatch can go right there. And we'll put those there. So let's go grab two energy hatches and some hatches. Sorry, yeah. I said it right, but it sounded weird. No! We're out. What are we missing? Oh, this is easy. We're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. And then we're going to grab... We need samarium. I think we need 16 samarium, so we want 8. And this one. I did also, I didn't show it, but I did remember one other thing I made, because it will come into play later, and that is over here. This is where we're making Naquita alloy. I don't remember if I showed that on camera, but, you know, it's just literally shoving stuff in there. And then we also have the yttrium barium cuprate, and that's the only thing of interest here, is that I did have to make a packer to do the yttrium. And the other thing of interest is I totally forgot to put the machine arm on it, so... Oh no, I have to magnetize this, don't I? I should probably make another general purpose magnetizer thing. Okay. But that's fine. We'll just run over here, down here, come back here, and do the exact same thing we did before, where we put you in here. Take that out. Done. And then, yeah, we're not using anything down here, so we're fine. I'll be back in a second. All right. We're good. It does mean that these two are going to run extra, but nothing in here matters. It's just SMD diodes. In fact, actually, yeah, it has to be the regular diodes. Then some iron foil. It's not expensive at all. In fact, we're already making the most efficient recipe for those. So these all have to go into here on a 1. It's already on a 1. You and 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull that out. Oh, and then wait for 16 seconds. 15 seconds. Ah, these are 10 seconds each. Not cool. Not cool. But I want 4 of these. All right, I'll be back in a second. All right, we got 4. There we go. And then we have to put them in here. Should not have taken all 4. Oh yeah, it should have, because it pulled 2 up and then it ran it and then it pulled 2 more. But it's another 30-second recipe. Oh, once again, I'll be back in a moment. All right. 1, 2, good. And we didn't need 2, but I figured as long as we're doing it, let's go ahead and put it at UV power. Need to grab 4 more of these, and then we said, say 5 input hatches, 2 output hatches, so that's 7, and then 1 auto maintenance hatch. Should be it. These don't require mufflers, right? No. And we don't need all of this stuff. I like how it's got a ULV energy hatch. Sure, that's what we're going to use. I think it would be cool if you could put any common... Well, I guess it wouldn't work. Oh, actually, I did say we were going to grab one of those and one of these so that we can make that guy. Okay, that should be everything we need, right? And it's over in the mid-process chain over here. And we need 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Switch these to output hatches. Actually, I wanted it here. I wasn't thinking when I broke them. Just so they're a little bit different. And then auto maintenance hatch and power. We'll do power right here. This should form. Oh, good. It's always a little, not dicey, but like, is it going to form? Nope, not LUD, ZPM. Okay, so you come up, drag and steel wires. Do not forget, pretty please, to connect the flux point. But this can go away. This can go right here. Hit that. Oh, and then we have to bypass limit. Otherwise, it doesn't get enough power. That's going to get a little frustrating. I think when we get to the next solar panel, and definitely the one after that, we're having to drop from having 5 per plug to 3 per plug. And that'll be actually fun. So I'm not worried about it. Okay. And then the last thing we want to do is polybenzimidazole. Lock that. And what was the other thing that this makes? No, to make polybenzimidazole. Water. So actually, is that really? It makes water. Oh, that's depressing. Water. We'll go ahead and mark that. Turn that way. I could have just done it the way I had it, but we're gonna go ahead and fluid voiding cover there, and just turn it on. Okay, so polybenzimidazole is gonna come out here as soon as we connect all the rest of these, and this is a little bit dicey, but I think it'll be okay. We want 1 router. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do that. Get since we have polyketone, polyether ether ketone, I think we can autoclave. Oh, to make so there's actually another level of armor we can get. I'm not sure if we're going to do that, but I can take these and I can run them through the extruder to make pipes. And these transfer 3,600 millibuckets per tick. And that might be worth doing. They can handle gases, acids, and cryogenics, but I'm not sure we're going to bother with that. I do like, oh. And we can use it to make machine hulls if we were going to manually make them, which maybe we have to do at some point, but anyways, neither here nor there. The large stainless steel pipes have been very much managing to do what we need. And then connect that. Thank you. And 1, 2. And then the reason why we have the pipe here is because it doesn't seem to always register that we're doing something without the pipe. So we need the pump, and then we need the pipe actually constantly looking for stuff to do, or it doesn't, it eventually stops running. And there are a few other things we can do, but the fluid transfer things have been a little bit dicey. Okay, it's a little longer episode. I say that it really isn't. I really want to maintain the illusion that that we are doing this reasonably. Okay, we're just gonna go down the line, I guess. Benzene and basically, we're going to hit that. And then go over to benzene. We should already have stuff connected to it. So what I want to make sure is that we're not duplicating. So that's a steel cell, so we can use a stainless steel. Okay, this one's going to go back here. We're going to get this. We're going to put this in here. It takes... We could speed this up again with a better pipe, but so far stainless steel has been a nice compromise between everything. So then we do that. We can put this back in there and that there. And then it's going to transfer over. And I guess I didn't check. Is it gonna be upset that yeah, nothing in here takes more than 32. I needed to check that. You go there. So when this empties out, it'll send it back and refill. What I don't know is, I guess we're going to do this one and tell it is a 25. No, we decided to do the 24. So unless there's a easy source of propene, I think it's fine. Okay, so I do have polybenzimidazole on here twice. Oh, no, we decided to do 24 because the phenol and the carbon monoxide. And the carbon monoxide, I think we get from nether air. Yeah, and we should just be voiding it at this point, so it's probably worthwhile. And the phenol was from the wood tar. Okay, and that's also something we should be voiding. So hopefully it's fairly easy. Methanol, that's not good. Dagnabbit. What is eating all of our phenol? Don't even care. Okay. Quick redirect. Let's switch to carbon dioxide because we get that from the distillation tower anyhow. Yeah, from liquid air, and that's also being voided. So we'll do that one. Still makes water. That's cool. It just takes 3 buckets of benzene, but I guess I'm okay with that. Okay, carbon dioxide. Let's go do that. Should be this one. Oh, and it's got the ammonia. I'm not going to do these both at the same time because that's a recipe for getting very confused about what's going on. But I will connect them both. And then 2 more pumps. Can you pretty please connect? Okay. So you were both... Come on. Ammonia and carbon dioxide. Good. Okay. So this one, carbon dioxide is next. So we won't need the 5th one in this case, but that's again, that's fine. We'll go ahead and use stainless steel again. But I'm going to have to make 2 trips. So that's fine. Okay, got the carbon dioxide. Stainless steel goes in there, and then... Oh, good. I just do it from the ground. Okay, you've got carbon dioxide, and... We can swap this out. Go like this, hit that, whitelist, and that, and... Come on. That one, and... I can't put that in yet because I didn't mark it. Come on, run, run, run. Dude, thank you. I can't get there from there because it'll trigger the doohickey instead. Okay, so this one has got, yeah, shift right click. Then you can have this back. And as long as we're here, let's go ahead and hit that one. And this one is the one that goes back into... Where am I? Here. One more, please. Oh, that's why that didn't have anything. Because... Oh! I was looking at... Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. They're both running all the time. You can take that. Great. And then... Since we know that this is new, we can do a stainless steel again. And... This one goes out, so this one comes back. And then... This one gets the stainless steel cell. This gets filled up. And that one is going over there. You just barely see the dot. Okay, so you go back up. Ammonia goes over there. Disappeared. Good. And... Oh, good. It did. Nope, it didn't work. It's close. Okay, you got ammonia. Perfect. Man, this is going so much faster than a lot of the other ones that I do. Last one is oxygen. Let's go ahead and mark it. That seemed to work pretty quickly. And then where do we get oxygen from? I mean, I know we get it from the overworld, but as long as we're doing the rest from here, do any of these make water or oxygen? No. So we do get oxygen from here. And right now we're already using steel, so stainless steel will work again. Nice. I do like when they're all the same. I know that's probably pretty obvious by this point. So that one's out, so this one's in. Oxygen. It's you. And then this one's got the empty one, so that goes there. This one gets you. Put this away and put that in there. Disappears. Perfect. So it's a combination of, I'm trying not to overload any one source if I can avoid it. And, well, kind of, that's kind of it. Okay, so these should all have their fluids in them. Okay. And then if I switch this from 24, 25, we hear it running. It is making polybenzimidazole. Nice. Okay. And then what we're going to do is hit you with a pipe and then just literally do the exact opposite and hit you with another router. I'm going to have to make some more routers, but that's okay. And if I hit this, then let's go ahead and use these last two to... Oh, wait, hold on. No, I don't want to do that. Shoot. I want to stockpile this. There we go. That's what we want. So your polybenzimidazole, we're not going to avoid it. You are going to auto push out to the bottom. And now we'll put that there. And then we'll put the modular router there and connect it. Perfect. So you're full of polybenzimidazole. You're locked. Good. And then we'll mark that. We know we don't need it, so I'll do steel cells. And I've been doing the steel cell because it makes life a little faster when we first do the startup, and it doesn't seem to matter that much in the grand scheme of things. So over here, second layer, we have this guy. But I don't want to use the enriched naquita fuel cell because that could go very badly. But what I can do is... Oh, I messed this all up. Hit that one. And then I'm going to come in here and just move all those over just a little bit. And then if I put this back in there, it disappears right away. And we can go mark it. Okay, so you've got the cell. I do need to put it in the whitelist. Sorry, the access list. I know it doesn't matter, but it still makes me feel better. And then it should come back. Actually, it won't come back because we're pretty good. Now, that can go in there. There we go. And I've freed up one of those. And I could clear this one out, but it's kind of nice to have it just sitting here. But point is that polybenzimidazole is no longer a concern. So in between episodes, I will probably set up at least 2 more. The next one will be polyether ether ketone, so that way I can make more of the peak casings, but I can get rid of that. Yeah, so this one will be next. And then after that will be tetrafluoroethylene. And then the last one, you know, I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, I've got epoxy being made back here somewhere. This nonsense all in here. So here's a cupric, and then I think, yeah, liquid epoxy is being made here. And something must have gone awry at some point. In fact, I bet you this is where all of our phenol is going. No, that's where our propene is going. Something in here is probably what's stealing all of the phenol. But for the epoxy, it does still want propene. Everything wants benzene. Benzene is kind of just a fun little chemical anyways. So we might actually have to set up making benzene, because I'm not sure that we're going to be getting it enough. We are getting some from the wood tar, but it's not very fast. I could speed everything up. In fact, let's go take a look at that. This is going to be a little silly. This is a little silly. We're going to do it anyways, because it's also fun. Let's grab all of those and then hop up here. It does take me a second to get to the right location. In fact, we're just going to run over here like this, and then we got HSSG coil blocks. Oh, I guess it won't matter, but... Oh, why are we out of wood? That's not good. One of these is supposed to be our wood production. There's spruce logs. This one's making... Okay, that's going to actually cause us issues with what we just set up. You have no wood, you have no wood. Why don't you have wood? Auto maintenance hatch. Input bus, saplings. Input hatch, nothing. So you're on a 1. So the use of these in a tree greenhouse on a 1 requires carbon dioxide. We could create the NPK solution, but it's not really enough to matter, so we aren't. Okay, so where are you getting your carbon dioxide from? Ah, of course. Of course. Okay. I don't think I've got enough. Actually, we can do this. So what we're going to do is put down a quantum tank and void all the oxygen coming out. And it's supposed to be a loop. You're supposed to be able to just add carbon to it. But so far, every time I've tried that, it gets real complicated and we don't really gain anything out of it. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll do a pipe. I'm glad I noticed that. Well, I mean, I didn't really notice it, but you know how it goes. We might not actually be able to get away with a HV pump. We might need a better one. We just did stainless, so let's do titanium here. And I know I said I was gonna do the I was gonna switch over the wood tar thing, the Pyrolyse ovens to a better coil block. Basically, HSSG is a processing speed of 250%, and this is 350%. But at this point, it's not that the issue. The issue is the wood. Okay, so we just did carbon dioxide. It is down here. Ooh, nope. Oh, it is. It's down one more. Nope, it's not. It's over here. I'll get there eventually. We just did carbon dioxide. Okay, so if I grab this, we put the empty titanium cell in there. You will fill up. It will have a large pause while it fills this up, but otherwise it should be fine. So this is the one that goes over there. And this is the one that goes right here. And I'll put you back, and I'll put you in there. You'll transfer it over, and we should be set. This one, right? Yes. Oh, look, it's already gone. And when you're empty, send it back, please. Okay. So then the next thought is... just for funsies, this has got a solar panel 3, and that does an HV. So if I run down and grab... which tier should we grab? Let's grab, just because we can. Come on. One of these. There we go. No, it was... we were in the right place. Can't tell where we are anymore sometimes. So a 3 was HV, EV, IV, LUV. So let's grab that. And then we have LUV energy hatches. But for some reason it doesn't want to let me control click. That's fine. You do you. And so far to get anywhere. Over here. We can see the sky, so let's go ahead and just... I mean, I know it's a 1 amp, but... hit that. Hit that. LUV. Oh, I need the energy converter. It's fine. I just forgot. I should, in fact, have a bunch. Because I've been slowly siphoning them off. Yeah. Oh, I already, in fact, had one in my inventory. Awesome. So very clever. And I think it went, but let's, yeah, we're good. Okay, so now when you're processing, 1/10 of a second. Okay. And so now it's actually the ingress from the Super Chest 2. So let's, well, what are we going to get rid of? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to give it a Quantum Chest 5 to make sure that it takes even longer for us to notice that this is an issue. And we'll set you to output that way. Oh, it's still not going to matter. It's the output bus. Do we want to fix it? I don't see why not. Let's go fix it. This is potentially problematic. But at the same token, those haven't seen any love in a long time. I think I've got an LEV input bus. Sure. We'll do an LEV input bus. And we're just doing things for funsies now. That's all this is. And I'm stuck again. Okay, first off, lock you. Second off, swap this. There we go. And I think that pushes out faster. I hope it pushes out faster. Should still be pushing out that way. Can't really tell. Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, what if we... I mean... That's only 64 items per second. We can do better than that. Let's see if we can make this really fly. It'll be down here. What does an IV... What does an IV one do? 8 stacks per second. If it's 1/10 of a second, that's still too slow. We need an LUV. Yeah, I can get out of here. I know I can. And again, it doesn't need to happen. But now we're doing it for funsies. It's going to eat all of our carbon dioxide, and then we're not going to be able to make any polybenzimidazole. I can see it now. I should probably set up a... See, and this is where, you know, I should set up the automation so it does it properly. But, you know. Oh my goodness. Okay, look. You. I definitely don't need you. And then we're going to put you here. And why is this? Oh, is this not inputting fast enough? Is that really it? No, you've got 16 buckets of carbon dioxide. You should be able to go fast. It's still not outputting very fast. Okay, so that's not the issue. What's the issue then? It's turning on and off. Is it power? Might be power. Oh, it is power. After all that, I put the wrong one down. Now you're flying. There we go. It does not matter, but it makes everything feel better. All right. So, oh, and these guys are running again. Good. Do we fix it? Yeah, let's go fix it. So right now, these are taking 6.4 seconds. And in a moment... Okay, look. .55 seconds. Oh yeah, look at that go. They're running off of HV, so we could upgrade those ones too. And they would go much, much faster, but this is more fun. So, sure, let's do this one. I need to set up, there's wood tar, we need to get, there's a couple other ones, materials we need pyrolysis ovens for. I just haven't gotten around to doing them. And these ones aren't running because you're full. Yeah, you're absolutely just full. That's all it is. And why are you full, actually? Because, once again, dimethylbenzene is full. So we used dimethylbenzene for one thing, to make the phthalic acid. And we needed phthalic acid to make diphenyl isophthalate. Is that what it was? Which we used to make polybenzimidazole. But we've got the chemical line reaction now, and in fact, I think that's the only thing we used it for. Yeah, phthalic acid one way or the other. And the phthalic acid, the only thing you use it for is the diphenyl isophthalate. And the only thing you use that for is polybenzimidazole. So, I mean, we could use phenol, but phenol's got a dozen other better ways of making it. So, we're going to go ahead and just void that. And then both of these should be ready now. Yeah, because I do actually want that benzene to keep coming. Oh, and that's why we didn't have any phenol, because... okay, because that was full. And in that case, I am going to go ahead and break you. That disappeared again. Okay, it's fine. Okay, here, we'll toss that. Let it get warped back to us. No! And then I like running around with this stuff, chasing after me like this. So ridiculous, and yet so awesome. There we go. All right, that has been a fun episode. And the thing is everything takes an hour. So even if I'm gonna do anything fun afterwards, I mean, I think it was fun. I think it was fun to play with everything and just kind of upgrade from like HV to all the way up to LUV. That just seems like a fun time. The episodes get real long. And every single step takes an hour to talk through and do and kind of manually do it. But, you know, we got polybenzimidazole going automatically now. So, in fact, I'm going to put... Sorry. It's a 1 amp. What do we do with a 1 amp? Well, we've got 4 of them. That was back when resources mattered. Yeah, so we got polybenzimidazole automated. That's not a huge step. We had the polybenzimidazole, but it's now we don't have to worry about wasting it. If I dump it in one place or another place, it's all fine. It's good. We could even set up a second one to make twice as much polybenzimidazole. But if that was going to be what we do, we'd make that parallel control hatch. This one is super easy. It's just LUV stuff and IV emitters, so those are all automatically done. We could probably get this guy going. Yeah, when we get to UV and UHV, then it gets weird. Yeah, but there are also mega parallel control hatches and epic parallel control hatches, but that's UEV circuits. We're definitely not there yet. 4096 using empty tags UXV circuits. I'm kind of hoping that pops up in the next version. I think I was seeing that they're calling it Ada 2 instead of just Ada, but that might have been update 2, and I'm looking at an old post or something. But like I said, I've had a great time doing this. I was really looking forward to chemical plants for a really long time. I mean, you saw how long it had been up there. The only thing that's been up there longer is Inferium Essence, and we'll get to that sooner or later, because I do want to play around with Amethyst Essence and see what we can do on that front to really reduce what's going on over here. Oh, I just realized how we were going to do it. Sorry, I know I keep trying to end the episodes, but then I have another great idea, and I think, oh, we should do that. I just realized, rather than running this wire everywhere, I should move the energy hatch up here. Right, that's an IV energy hatch. We've got the thing. We could even bump it up to an LUV energy hatch and just put a solar panel 6 on top of it, and then we don't even have to worry about power here. Yeah, that's actually what we're gonna do because they can all see the sky. No big deal. So we'll start with this one and work our way back, and then that also makes it easy to upgrade everything, I think. Cool. Okay, that'll work. That is eminently doable. And then that also means that over here, I think we'll have to do a bunch of extra machines, but we should be able to get all of the energy hatches to work out there as well. And then if we've got solar panels here on each machine, and we're doing this here, then that means that this entire cloud has no inputs, and all it does is produce drilling fluid. And then that means that what we'll do is this large stainless steel fluid pipe we can upgrade. We're getting kind of close to huge, I think is the biggest one. Which one's got the best transfer rate? Neodymium, mithrilic alloy, those are all crazy places. Poly 3,4 ethylene dioxythiophene polystyrene sulfate pipes is probably out of our ken yet. But polyether ether ketone is 14,400. That's the dream right there. That's the dream. We'll start swapping over. In fact, I might just swap over that. The only problem is the temperature limit. Zirconium is way far away. What else do we have that's used? Tungsten steel wouldn't be bad, but tungsten steel is still expensive. Polybenzimidazole is 8,400. That's not bad, and that can go up to 1,000, but it can't handle acids or cryogenics. Yeah, so polyether ether ketone fluid pipes. In fact, maybe I'll mark that. So, like I said, this has been a fantastic episode. I really enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.